Hi everyone, it's Adrienne Leah. This is a client reading. I chose technically 4 decks for this video, and I'll also be using my runes throughout the reading. So the first one that I'm going to be using is the Darkwood Tarot. And I wanted to point out that I have a lot of purple here, which is what I was getting for the person, and hints of green too, because I got a purple bag here and some green and the bag for the runes. So I thought it was interesting. And for the next deck, I brought out my Tarot Nova, and my Tarot Nova is one that I mainly use for careers. So since it was more of a specific career question, I chose this one for this video. So these two I kind of count as a set because I store them together and they're by the same artist or the same photographer. I have the Ocean and Forest Oracle, and these will be the ending reading ones. So there's navigating energy, there's also resurfacing energy, which is why I chose the Darkwood Tarot. It's a deck that I like to use for maybe trying to figure out what's beneath the surface. So for example, I have two positions in the reading where it's the mental card, and which is the above reading and above card, and then below is the underlying card. So this is more of the underlying card, and it gives way to why you may think certain things or do certain things. So that's what the first question is going to be surrounded by. So it's, what does the future hold? And I haven't pulled out any of the cards, and I don't turn them over until I pull out the cards for the main portion of the reading. And I also pull out extra cards too. So for your environment energy, I have the Three of Wands. And this one is really asking, what is it that you really want out of this situation? Or what is it that you really want in life? So more geared towards 6 months more or less. And the karmic card for why everything is happening is the Nine of Cups. And I feel like this definitely goes with the Three of Wands because it's going towards putting energy towards what you would want in your life. So it's more of putting the action out there and then waiting for the cargo to come back, like a ship. And your catch. Like, what are you trying to catch? For your hopes or fears, you have the Knight of Swords. And with this one, it seems like there could be anxiety of not being able to obtain something even though you do want it. And you have Temperance with that. So this is more of making way of the inner balance of the emotional realm. And since it links to more of the internal, I'm going to pull up the underlying energy card, which is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is more of a dreamy one. There is a bit of innocence, and there is an earlier adolescent type of energy with that. So for the Minor Arcana, there are court cards for each suit. So there's 4 suits, and in the court cards, there's the Page, Knight, Queen, and King. Some decks say that it's the Princess and Prince, Queen and King. And this one, you are definitely in the realm of consideration. There's something in the back of your head that it kind of comes back every so often and reveals itself to you. It's something that is kind of on the back burner that I would really like this, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to obtain this. And then your mental card is the Eight of Pentacles. So this one is a good card to have because it's more of the ripening time. It's more of it being, you can actually do this, and it's a really a present type of card to have for this. Especially with the Page of Cups. In your overall energy for this reading, you have the Four of Cups. And you can see that each animal has some type of thing that they were going after. So there is more of a cycle to this, and there's also help along the way that can go along with this. It seems like you might need some assistance in the beginning, and I'm getting with that with the archetype of the King of Pentacles. This doesn't feel like your energy, but it feels like a more mature energy that seems to be more stable in the situation, or a person that is more experienced in this. So it seems like the person is holding something that is valuable to your situation. But it seems like you're being kind of quiet with it too. And it could be a personality aspect. Because with my voice, like it doesn't usually do that, like, shh. So it seems like there's a lot of like hush in it. But with the fox energy, going with the animal totems, this is also one of my theory counterparts, so it's how I sometimes view it in the reading, is that you'll have help along the way. The past, you have the Judgment card. And it seems like with this energy, you kind of went opposite of what the Judgment was. It seems like what you wanted wasn't what you went for. And then you have the Four of Pentacles, which could have been more of a safer route for you. And in general, with the Four of Cups, you have, again, with the safe number, with it being the 4. But the Four of Cups is generally a card where you're given something, but it's not exactly what you wanted. The immediate future, you have the Hermit. So this might be time to really reevaluate things, really turn things around, see how things are by the books, and see how maybe there's different ways of doing something. And with this one, I'm getting the Nine of Pentacles. There will be more of a singular time, a time to figure things out for yourself. And also, that will help you progress, mentally progress. I'll pull out a rune. Community. I also have extra cards for this reading. So I have the Queen of Pentacles. In here, the Rabbit is more apparent. Rabbit is a cycle that's around 30 days. But I'm also getting that there's something that might be holding you back. Because before this reading and even now, I do feel more of a, maybe like a leg injury. It doesn't need to be a physical leg injury, but it seems like there's something that might be holding you to a certain position or a certain reason of why you chose what you chose in the past. Then you have the Nine of Swords, which could be the inner heating, the inner messages, maybe the thoughts that were brought up or that you got from other people, and then with that, that's how you made your decision. And also the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands might be fighting those certain things that may have, that could have been. So it's a interesting energy for this, because it seems like you wanted to go for something, but you didn't go for it. So this could have been more of a thorn type of situation, where if it was pressing you, but I think towards the end, you might be satisfied with your outcome. That whatever is meant to happen, it's going to be something that you're going to be content with. And with this one, I'm also getting Shark. So it could be something that is already there, something that is ready to happen at any moment. So the further future seems really close, but right now, well, for the immediate future, you have the Hermit. And the Hermit is an important energy. It's also part of the major arcana. So there's something in the immediate future that you're doing that will give way to your further future. And it's the Six of Swords. So this is also the mental clearing, the mental passage. And something will come out of it. Something womb-like that takes time, but then it'll be ready. It seems like it is going to be sooner rather than later. So I'll pull out a final card for this reading. And there was the Queen of Cups at the bottom, which I do feel like is your card. And it could be part of your inner reality, emotional reality. And I got the Knight of Pentacles. So there's a persistent energy coming in. Also the owl there. So persistent, either with communication, but it does affect your thoughts. So for your next question, what career might satisfy you? It's interesting because my time is 3333. So it is a multiple of the other reading that I just posted, because I posted it as 33. So it could be something to do with the other person's career choice. There's some similarities there. A lot of sharp energy here. It seems like you like to go for things at the right time. Also a caring instinct too. You have the you have the Five of Pentacles. So since I was saying 7, it could have to do with the Seven of Pentacles as well. So that's persistence. And the Five of Pentacles is more of a loss energy. So even though there has been a loss, you can still keep trying, and even something similar to what was lost. The Justice card. You'll get something better. So the struggle or the obstacle is the Eight of Wands. There seems to be the Eight of Wands being associated with the Five of Pentacles. So the coming and going energy of the Five of Pentacles seems to be the obstacle. And there's some type of something that you owned, something that has to do with maybe like land, or that really affected you. And time. It was alarming. How to get over it is the Three of Cups. how to overcome the obstacle. It seems like with this situation, there seems to be some type of bluntness to it too, because that's not how I would usually word something. But it does seem to go with the Eight of Wands. How it's like an alarm clock, and you know how some alarm clocks, like the traditional ones, they shake and they ring, and the Three of Cups is like the bells. So what are the bells saying? What are these other people saying? It seems like there could have been a good amount said, because you have the Page of Swords here. And the Page of Swords doesn't necessarily have something, it's not one to hold back, the Page of Swords. Then you have the Seven of Cups. And the Eight of Cups. So these are going in order, 7 and 8 of Cups. So whatever you choose, you're going to go with it. I'm reading this as more of a reversed. There's going to be an ease at that point. It seems like with the Page of Cups, there's something really direct that's being said, which can either hinder or allow you to move forward from the Eight of Wands. And I also pulled out extra cards for this one too. There's a lot of deep energy with this. It seems like some experience is affecting a future career choice. So you have the Ten of Pentacles, which could be an advancement. You have the Two of Pentacles. This is more of a rockier road. It seems like some days are better than other days, and then you have the Judgment card. But the Two of Pentacles and the Judgment really go well together. With the Exchange too. Something that you're doing at a job is what you're going to get in return. You're going to get something in return from that. Your past is the Emperor. And the Boot really sticks out to me too. I do feel like this is more linked to your energy, some type of dominance. Maybe having some type of difficulty moving up. And it's the Devil card, which isn't a bad card. something to do with the word of mouth and also finances. And then in the future, you have the Two of Cups, and your overall energy being the Ten of Cups. Something different, the Three of Swords. I see the duality here in the Two of Cups and in the Ten of Cups and in the Emperor. But I'm also getting it within yourself too. It could be some type of discovery within yourself. Maybe rebalancing. And with the Hermit, I'm getting inner knowing. So the type of job that will satisfy you. So there's a lot of ending and new beginnings. Mental card, you have the Ten of Swords. So something could have been said and it could have caused something to start the new beginning, because you have the Fool here, which isn't a bad card. It's just the Zero card in the Major Arcana, which offsets the cycle. The High Priestess. The main thing that I'm getting with this one is that the career that satisfies you is the one that you know from the previous reading. Then you have the Seven of Pentacles for the future, which is the Seven of Pentacles that I was getting from the previous spread that I used with this deck, because I was saying 7 in the beginning, and I'm also getting Strength. Underlying energy is the Five of Cups. It seems like you might be running out of options before going to the thing that you really want. And in the past, you have the Queen of Cups, of the inner knowing too. So I'll pull out 2 more cards from the Ocean and Forest Oracle, and you have Fluidity and Rebirth. So there is some type of fluidity in some way that's going to cause you to be passionate about what you would like to do in your career. The main message is that your career is linked to the first reading, which is something that you've been wanting to do, but you've been holding out on. And I feel like with the messaging being kind of secretive, it could be something that you kind of hold to yourself, that you don't really mentioned to other people, or not many people. And it's the World card to end the reading. So there is a type of universal law going with this too, that it'll happen. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that was helpful for you. I'll see you in another video.